Hello, Pisces, and thank you for clicking on this video. I am Miz Olette, and you are now watching Mystic Miz Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you, Pisces, for being here. So this video is for anyone who has placements in their birth chart in Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you find that the reading is not resonating with you, just know that this is not your message. So don't force it, don't try to make it fit, and make sure to watch all of your other placements, your sign placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, just so that you get a well-rounded horoscope. This is also for the week of November 14th through the 20th. There's a lot going on this week, so I'm going to get started with your astrology. Here we go. Also, make sure you check all the information in the description box. I'm not doing personal readings at the moment, but they will be back soon, so just stay tuned. Alrighty, Pisces. So we start out the week with the Sun in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, and Mercury in Scorpio. So this is ninth house activity for you. And your ninth house is all about higher mind, higher learning, travel. So you could find yourself right now being really active in learning, higher learning. Maybe you're learning something new, or even your spirituality. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening to where you feel like you need to practice something more or add more spirituality, like change your beliefs in your life. Mars there is all about taking action. Mercury is all about thinking, speaking, communicating. Like, this is all that's on your mind right now. So like I said, you could be right in line if you're taking a course, you're learning a course, learning something new, or you're teaching a course, or you're just getting with people of like mind. People around you it's like communal, like everybody around you is doing the same thing. We're focused on higher learning, higher mind, higher education, spiritual awakening. Like the ninth house could be about foreign people traveling to far away foreign places. So you could be doing that or thinking about that right now, and you would be right in line with the stars. We've got Venus in Capricorn. So this is your 11th house. So that's why I said 11th house is more about your friends, more about the people of like mind. So you've got a lot of people around you right now you're making new friends. You're also running into old friends. You're releasing friends. People come and go, and I'm going to need you to let them come and go. Venus is all about love, money, beauty, relationships. So you could find that your next partner is somebody that you're meeting as a friend, or your friend becomes a lover at this time. You're finding that you're making more money from your networking, because the 11th house is all about your network, people that you know. So that's where your money lies right now too. So not to say that a direct friend is going to give you money, but I'm saying that you can use your network to get opportunities to make money. So let's just say you're in business for yourself. You've got a friend and you say, hey, this is what I'm doing. You're having a conversation or whatever. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Do you know anybody who's looking for this? Or like I said, somehow money is going to come from your friends this month and this week. What else can I say about Venus in Capricorn? You're actually more serious. So Venus in Capricorn is more logical, more grounded. So you're probably having really serious conversations with these people. And like I said, it could be around spirituality, higher education. You could be teaching a course or learning something. So what you're speaking about is like kind of out there right now, Pisces, but I think you know that anyway. So you're right in alignment with your stars. At the end of the week on the 19th, we have a partial lunar eclipse, which is a full moon in Taurus as well. So this energy is going to last for the next 2 years. Usually eclipses last for 6 months, but this one's going to go on a little bit longer because everything is happening on this axis of Taurus and Scorpio, and it's not going to be done until 2 years from now. So you'll notice a lot of change going on in this axis. For you, this is your third house, and your third house rules communication. So the way that you speak, the way that you write, the way that you come across. Third house also rules social media. It rules your neighbors, your coworkers, your siblings, the people that you see every day. So there's a lot of changes happening for you. And like I said, that's a lot of things that I covered. And full moons are usually about letting go, things come into fruit, like culmination. So it's like a completion or an ending of something. And I feel like you could be ending something that's going on with your third house. Like I said, most likely you'll be ending a way that you communicated prior. You've learned a new way, because right now the ninth house, you're learning something new. So you're going to end the way you used to do things and start something new. So maybe you've never thought about becoming a writer before, or you've never even learned how to write, but now you know. And so it's like you're going forward, you're going to be doing things differently. Even with your siblings, maybe you interacted with them in a way and now you're not. You're changing how you're going to interact with them. Like, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but maybe if you had something that happened with a sibling or a neighbor or coworker, from now on, things are changing. So you're going to be interacting with these people in different ways. When it comes to your coworkers, I feel like it's the same thing. Like, you realize that these people are not really your friends, or maybe you do have friendships with coworkers, but everything is going to change. Right now, Uranus is also conjuncting this full moon partial eclipse. And so it's retrograde in Taurus right now. But once it moves forward, there will be even more change, because right now it's considered to be sleeping, but there'll be even more change. And as you can tell, this is your ninth and your third house. So they're in opposition. They're like opposite each other. So your ninth house is all about whatever you're learning, and your third house is about how you're going to communicate that, how you're going to act with that, So like I said, the third house rules writing, speaking, communicating, social media. So like I said, there's something that you're learning that is directly going to affect the changes that are going to happen in your third house. It's like you're changing your beliefs. So if you believe that you never could get on social media and go viral, like, now is the time to try to do that, like with the third house. So there's like this unpredictable change that's going on. And with the full moon, it usually brings like a truth to light. And once you know this truth, you're not able to unknow it, and I can tell you, I've seen a lot of people on social media, especially TikTok. So if you're not on TikTok, you might want to do more research into TikTok and get onto it, because I've seen people go from 0 to 250,000 subscribers in less than a month. So it's really about whatever you're learning, make sure that you share what you're learning with others. That's really what that third house is about, is taking the time to share your knowledge with others, because you may think that what you know is not important, but I'm here to tell you it is very important. We need to know what you do, who you are, what's going on with you. And if you can put it on social media in a 1 to 3 minute video and make people know. And the thing about social media is you really have to post often. So if you're deciding to get on TikTok or YouTube or anything, whatever platform, just know that you have to be consistent with your postings. And I think you're learning something. Like I said, your higher mind, your higher self is guiding you to change the way you communicate, the way that you come across. And I think you'll know what I mean. I know it's a little bit confusing to follow me, because the third house is such a vague house. It rules a lot of things, and really anything could happen with this partial lunar eclipse Uranus energy. And like I said, it's going to be opposition the sun, opposition Mars. And so you'll want to act, but then you'll feel some kind of resistance. But I'm telling you to go ahead and act. Move forward with the plans that you have, especially when it comes to writing, communicating, speaking, go forward with those plans, whatever it is, Pisces. And that's what I have for you for your astrology for this week. I know that was kind of vague, but it kind of is what it is. So this month for your tarot, or this week, I'm going to do a different spread. It's called the Lunar Eclipse and Tarot spread. And I got it from an app that I use. It's an astrology app called Astro Matrix. So if you're looking to learn more about astrology or also to learn more about tarot, Astro Matrix app is a really great app. I've been using it since like 2003. It's been out for a long time. That's really how I learned astrology. So if you're interested in learning astrology or tarot, that's a great place to start. This month I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And I'm sorry that my ring light is a little bright, so it won't focus. But if you're looking for this deck, I will leave links below to my Amazon store. I'm an affiliate of Amazon, so if you click on the link, it'll take you to Amazon. And if you decide to purchase any of the decks that I use, I will earn a small commission, and I appreciate that commission because it helps the channel grow. And right now I'm doing these for fun, but in the future I will be adding a membership, so just stay tuned because there's going to be a lot of changes to my channel as well. Excuse me, Pisces. So let's go ahead with your reading. So spirit, ancestors, angels, creator, what messages do I need to know for Pisces? The first card we're going to pull is what grudges or emotional burdens do you need to let go of for this lunar eclipse? So tell me what I need to know for Pisces. How can they let go of their grudges and emotional burdens during this week of November 14th through the 20th? So Pisces, oh wow, we've got the devil. You could be dealing with the Capricorn. So the devil is all about obsession, addiction. You could be in a toxic situation. You could be in bondage in a situation where you feel like you're tied and bound to a situation. So I want you to look at this card. Look at how the devil is inviting you in, like saying, come and let me take you in. But once he takes you in, you already know it's about deception. It's an illusion. And so whatever grudges and burdens that you need to let go of, they are rooted in devil energy. So like maybe you're in a toxic relationship, you need to let go of that. Maybe you had a toxic friendship with somebody. It's time for you to let go of toxicity in every way, whether it be obsession, like in your mind, like maybe there's something you just can't let go of, a thought that repeats over and over and you just can't let go. Or if you're addicted to anything, and I mean anything, it could be food, it could be drugs, sex, gambling, anything that is taking you away from the light, and throwing you into the shadow side of your personality. It's time for you to let it go, Pisces. Oh my goodness. And like I said, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. But something is keeping you stuck and bound. And it could be, like I said, the grudge you're holding against someone. So let's see. For the second card, how do we overcome self-sabotaging behaviors? Uh-oh, hold on a minute. Somebody's trying to call me and it's coming through. How can Pisces let go and overcome self-sabotaging behaviors? Okay, hold on, Pisces. I need to answer this call. Hold on just a sec. Sorry about that, Pisces. I had to take that call and I got cards flipping out for you. So the second question is, how can we overcome self-sabotaging behaviors during this lunar eclipse? How can Pisces overcome their self-sabotaging behaviors? I got the Page of Cups. So this is you, but I feel like the Page of Cups is more about emotional immaturity or emotional maturity, depending on how you've been acting, like how you can overcome self-sabotaging behaviors is to be more emotionally mature, like to control your emotions, not to be so flighty, not to let your emotions control you. That's basically what I'm saying. You need to get in control of your emotions because it's easy when you're going through some kind of emotion. You're just like, oh, well, because I feel this way today, I'm going to cut all this off. And then the next day you feel something different. So just know that your emotions fluctuate. Let them come and go without you acting on them all the time, you know, because you know that you might feel some way, a certain way today, and tomorrow you might feel another way. So it's like you're letting your emotions control you a little bit too much. Like, I know Pisces is all about the water, you know, so don't let the water be troubled. Like, when the water is troubled, that's when you withdraw. That's when you know I'm in a place of non-action, when the water is troubled, until you get clear and clarity around the water. When the water starts to calm itself, that's when you make an action. You know, you don't just act because you're all riled up and ready to go and the water is turbulent. You know, you let the water calm down before you make a move. So I feel like that will help you to stop self-sabotaging, as if you just come from a place of clarity and calmness within before, like, let the water calm down first before you make any moves. The third card is, how do we find forgiveness and acceptance during this lunar eclipse in Taurus? How can my Pisces friends find forgiveness and acceptance during this lunar eclipse? How can Pisces find acceptance and forgiveness? The cards are like jumping like fish, but they're not coming out. That's how I know this reading is for you, Pisces. All right. So how can we find forgiveness and acceptance? Show me, Spirit. How can Pisces find forgiveness and acceptance? Okay, we've got two cards that came out. It's the 6 and the 7 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands, as you can, or the 7 of Wands, as you can see here, she's basically standing her ground. She's rising above all the drama and all the whatever. And then in the 6, she's like shine bright like a diamond. You know, that's basically what you need to do. Rise above it. You know, like, if there's anything going on that is trying to trouble the water, like I said, it's time for you to just get zen, rise above it. Know that it doesn't even concern you. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes we let our emotions and how we feel about things dictate how we move. But if you know you're above it at all times, you know, like, you're really standing in your own truth and standing in your own beliefs, then you can zen out and know that, you know what, you are the star. You know, like, I really like this one because it's all about the victory. You know, the 6 of Wands is you got the victory. So how you find forgiveness and acceptance is just forgive yourself, forgive others, rise above the drama, above anything that is beneath you. And you know what I mean when I say that. And know that you will always shine. You will always be victorious if you do that. All right. So the fourth card is how to flow and surrender to this change. How does Pisces flow and surrender to the changes that are happening during this partial lunar eclipse in Taurus? How can my Pisces friends flow and surrender to change? I'm telling you, they jumping like fish, but they don't really want to come out. Show me, Spirit, how can Pisces flow and surrender to change during this time? All right. We've got the King of Cups. So here you are again, Pisces, or you could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But you see how he's zen? How can you surrender to change? By letting it happen, by allowing it, once again, by having emotional maturity, wearing your heart on your sleeve, telling people how you feel, but, you know, not like when you're feeling a certain type of way that, you know, other people don't really want to deal with, maybe take some time to yourself, you know, let people know, hey, I need some space right now. I need to zen out. I need to meditate. I need to really tap into these feelings and see what's really true and what's not. Because like I said, feelings fluctuate, they come and go. But this king, like, he knows that he's in charge of his emotions, and that he also knows that when he allows himself to feel, that's how he brings the good stuff in. So how can you flow and surrender to change? By knowing that it flows through you, like it flows through your feelings. That's why I said it's really important for Pisces to get in touch with how they feel about things and to be able to communicate through emotional maturity how you feel, you know. So if you find yourself like bickering and fighting with other people, rise above that, Pisces. Rise above that, because you're better than that. You know, you don't have to do that. So we've got ways to improve your finances and emotional intimacy. How can Pisces improve their finances and emotional intimacy during this week? Pisces, show me. These cards are flipping around and jumping around. Show me how Pisces can improve their finances and emotional intimacy. Show me how can Pisces improve their finances and emotional intimacy during this week. Show me, Spirit. I thought it was gonna fall out, but it didn't. I had like too many fallout right now. I had like 5 fallout, so I only need 1 card, no more than 2, Spirit. There we go. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. So how can you improve your finances? By working on your own independence. How can you improve emotional intimacy? By becoming independent. So that way, when you get with somebody, you guys become interdependent, as long as you're with someone that is independent on their own. So it's like, work on your own stability, tend to your own garden, enjoy your solitude. And when you're in your solitude, be happy, knowing that you're working on that 10th pentacle. You're bringing in the coin for yourself, so that way you don't have to depend on anybody. That's really what I get from the 9 of Pentacles. Alrighty, and the 6th card is, what do we need to purge and release? So what does Pisces need to purge and release for this lunar eclipse? We've got the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is all about being lost in confusion, you know, like it's like being bound, but you can walk out of it. You know, in the traditional card, it's kind of like you see this person around, there's 8 swords around them, and they could easily walk out. They could easily take off the bondages, take off the bandages, and take control of their situation. So that's really what I feel like you need to do. You need to open your eyes and take control of the situation. Don't get lost in the poppy fields wandering around like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? No, you know exactly what to do. Start to tell yourself that. I know exactly what to do. I'm adequate for all situations. I am able to make positive change in my life. You know, it's basically like, open your eyes, take off the bondage, whatever has you bound. Like I said, this devil, whatever has you bound, it's time for you to release the bondage. You know, it's time for you to open your eyes and see things as they really are. See things as they are, so that way you can make positive change. Stop like closing your eyes and saying, oh, I don't see it, so it's not there. No, you have to deal with things as they are. Okay, Pisces, open your eyes, get clear in your mind, see things for how they really are, not the way that you want to see them. All right. And that's how you can purge and release, because if you don't know what it is, then how can you release it? How can you get rid of it? You can't. So that's why I'm saying you have to open your eyes and start to release what you know you need to release. All right. And card 7, we're going to pull your final advice for the week, your outcome card. So what do we need to know for Pisces? What's their final advice for the week? Oh, wow. We've got the moon. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. But the moon is all about emotions, like deep, deep emotion. And so that's why I said you've got a lot of emotions happening here. This could have to deal with your mother. It could have to deal with your children, because, you know, Cancer, or not Cancer, but the moon, like there's something that you can't see. There's a dark side of the moon, and then there's the light side of the moon. And so in this full moon, you're going to be shown some things that you might not like, and you're going to be forced to change them. I really feel like that's what it is. It's telling me you are going to be forced to change some things, and you're not going to feel good about it. You know, you might not feel. That's why I say you have to get your feelings in alignment with what you really want. So, and the way to do that is you got to meditate, just like this king. This king is meditating. He only sees what he wants, and then his heart goes after it, because your heart energy is stronger than your mind energy, you know. But when you put them both together, I mean, there's nothing that you can't do. But like this is saying, you know, get in alignment with what you really want so that it can come to you. You're going to be shown some things. Like I said, the freaks come out at night, and like I said, you're going to be shown some things that need to change this week. And I just hope that you don't allow your emotions to get in the way of what needs to change. Like, go with the flow, Pisces. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Go with the flow. But also just know that things are happening for a reason. They're happening for you, not to you. Okay. And like I said, you got to get your emotions together. That's really what I have for you. So let's go ahead and pull a rune from the Book of Runes. I'm going to leave your reading out here because I feel like every time I clear up the reading, the rune just goes along with the reading. So think of a question that the answer is yes or no. You can pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to pull a rune. If your rune is upright, then your answer is yes. If your rune is reversed, your answer is no. And then I'm going to read you the rune message to tie it into the reading. And lately, they've been really tied in. So go ahead and think of your question, and I'll pull a rune. What does Pisces need to know for the week of November 14th through the 20th? Show me what Pisces needs to know for the week of November 14th through the 20th. Show me what Pisces needs to know for the week of November 14th through the 20th. Show me, what does Pisces need to know? And sometimes they get caught in my fingers, but they're not. So let's see. Pisces, what do you need to know? Oh, there's one that's caught in my fingers. So, all right, you've got this X. And I believe it's upright, so your answer is yes. Let's see. This is constraint, and it is upright because the long part is on the bottom. So constraint. Like I said, what does this look like? A constraint, right? Right. So here we go. Constraint is on page 105. So for Pisces, constraint says necessity and pain. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson of Nethuis. I hope I'm saying that right. This rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves, as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role of Nethuis, maybe that's how you say it, is to identify our shadow, our dark, our repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weaknesses that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally, the rune is saying. Work with the shadow. Examine what is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune to your life. When at last you can look upon the rune of constraint with a smile, you will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of life as teachers, guides, and allies. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this rune indicates that there may well be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work to be done in yourself, so take it on with good humor and show perseverance. This is a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So men restore redress. When fishermen can't go to sea, they repair their nets. Let the constraints of time serve you in righting your relationship to yourself. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress. And as always, consider the uses of adversity. So like I said, every time I clear the reading, then the rune basically, sorry, my nose is running. The rune starts to speak what I'm talking about in the cards. Like I said, there's something about your shadow self that you have to work on and let it go. And you're very emotional about this thing that you have to let go. Like I said, it's probably been the way you've lived for so long. So, you know, sometimes when we get stuck in habits or obsessed with the habit, you know, it's really hard to change it, but you have the power to change it. Like I said, it's all in your emotional maturity. It's all in your emotions, Pisces. It's all in the water. Like, look at how much water we got. Water, water, water. Yeah, so it's all about your emotions, how you feel about things. Like I said, you can be victorious. You know, you can be victorious here if you want to be, if you choose to be, but you've got to work on your independence, yourself. You know, and the pentacles are all about things you can touch, the tangible things, you know, and sometimes it's not just about money. It's not just about money, you know, it's all about how you take care of yourself, your self-sufficiency. You have to be sufficient in taking care of yourself in every single way, and let go of the constraint, you know, because like there's gonna be setbacks, there's gonna be time constraints or things that are holding you back, but you're gonna have to look at it for what it is and release it and let it go. So I love this reading for you. Wow, wow, wow. I really love that. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to give you one last message from the African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams. Abiola Abrams. I love this little oracle. So let's see what we need to know. One card for Pisces. Thank you so much, Pisces, for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so what messages do we need to know for Pisces? That was quick. Radical rebirth. Radical rebirth. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. And it's number 5, and 5s are about change. Radical rebirth. So let's go ahead and see what radical rebirth is all about here. It says, yes, you can. Stop the struggle. You can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. Like the sun, you rise again and again. Dust yourself off, move forward, and go for it again. Life is about transition and change. You will fall on your face, change your mind, and need to make a comeback again and again. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. And your declaration is still I rise. I used to love that poem by Maya Angelou, and still I rise. Maybe you need to go and research that and look it up and read it and make it a part of your everyday. Maybe you read it every day, but still you rise. You rise again and again. You're going through a radical change. And that's why I said the third house is kind of vague, because it's not about tangible things. It's about your writing, your speaking, everything like that. And so that will change. There's a lot of change that's happening for you, but it's coming from your higher self, from your higher mind. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and namaste.